Hey everybody, this week we get away from sharks and all that kind of stuff and we get back to 3D models. This is Alucard from Castlevania. It's the video game where Alucard, I guess, is one of the primary heroes. I don't know much about it. Again, I'm not a gaming person, but I do enjoy looking at the characters. And in this case, this guy is a rather ornate hero, very much in a 1700s garb. Makes me think of Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, those kind of clothing, sort of same period looking stuff. Castlevania, I guess, is supposed to be Transylvania. And this guy is supposed to be the son of Dracula. He has another name, but he took the name Alucard, which is Dracula in reverse, because I think what he's trying to do is undo some of the evil that Dracula did. So he's really a good guy. And we'll go from there. In the meantime, the model, which is by ABE3D, and I've done a couple of ABE3D kits on here. I've built a few, and they're really, really nice kits. He's a heck of a 3D sculptor. He has a way of making his models stand and build with gravity. The pieces go down into bases and then into each other in such a way and are balanced where they can stand without being glued. That's an astounding feature to me. This particular guy, now you've got a big cloak, cape. You've got a big coat under that, then you've got a tunic with pants, boots, that sort of thing. All this has to be painted. All the colors have to be checked out. And then you've got this elaborate base. So since it's, I'm going to back up a little bit, since it's two kits, since it's a figure and a base, I started with the base. So we'll go there real fast. You've got a base piece on the bottom that holds everything, with a gold stripe. That was, clean lines are not my favorite thing to do, but I managed. I pulled it off by miracle and got that done. Then you've got some stairs with, I guess, like mahogany type steps, wooden steps. Wood, and I made them kind of shiny, like they've been polished. And then you've got a carpet with all kinds of detail, with gold accent on the edges. I painted a dark black-red base, and then I used different shades of red mixed with different colors and highlighted and dry brushed and did things. You then have a little area over here to one side. I call it the candle area. And it's got a skull, roses, several different candelabras there, little brass, metal, pewter, and I did a nifty trick with that just to kind of do something cool and watch the glow. Yeah, the candles will glow if you shine ultraviolet light on them. Get here where I can shine on them. And my favorite thing is, you see how the embers and the ones that have gone out, they kind of glow orange, like that candle's just gone out recently. One of my favorite little tricks there, just put a little dab of orange fluorescent paint on the tip. And if you remove the light, you don't even see that. It's just a, little detail there. So anyway, the other thing is the marbleizing. You've got a marble look to the base, and it's cracked, broken. Let's go to the other side. I'm going to slowly turn him. He has loose pieces. He's not glued together so that I can sort of take him down and mail him to his owner. You don't want to ship a model built like this in one piece unless you've got a big styrofoam shipping case. Anyway, there's the marble of the banister. That was, a lot of work. You got to try to get the marble texture in. You build it, you paint it a base color, you get your marble textures in, you gloss coat it. You do what you do there. Let's come around the back side as a sort of a Dracula coat of arms there. And I just made it look kind of like it's on a pewter with maybe silver inlay and gold and whatever. Black cloak, you can see the cloak there. The hair, which has, back to the figure now, it has about 5 or 6 shades of color in it. There's a base color of maybe a medium dark tan, then kind of wheat colors, browns, all manner of colors, a lot of dry brushing, just different things to bring it out. And I do a wash of gold, and I also did an after wash of brass on it. And I spray it with my matte coat, because I don't want it to be shiny like metal, but I like that sheen as the sheen that hair has. Now his face is very particular. Apparently he has his mother's eyes. I don't know what that means particularly, but when copying the art, they're sort of beige. He has, dead skin, dead lips. He's a vampire. He's an undead guy. Then I go into my color scheme with the scarf, and you've got the tunic with the silver buckles and the silver studs on it. A belt, elaborate belt there. Chain with a scabbard. Then you've got an outer coat that has the cloak that has a more pebbled texture. I think you can see that, with a classic sort of revolutionary period button arrangement with the cuffs and the way that's done. Very cool. I mean, it's a very cool period accurate type piece. The boots match the coat. They aren't shiny because they're the same material. They've got the pebbling. Did a little shine on the heels just to have some fun. And then you kind of got the whole thing. Inside of the cape is a warm gray. I didn't make the top of the boots the same exact color as the cape. They're a slight shade different. Just to look like, the boots were made by one person and the cape was made out of a different material. And things like that, they're subtle to the eye. You may not even notice it, but I like to do things like that because it makes the composition look more realistic, like as though somebody actually bought this stuff or something. If the average person might go, well, this, which is the inside of the cape, and this and all are supposed to be the same gray. Well, maybe, and you can do that. That's nothing against somebody that paints it that way, but his head's loose. The weight of that hair pulls it back. But I like to do things like that. So, and the sword. Yeah, you see the chrome of the sword. That was achieved with my favorite stuff, liquid chrome by Molotow. It's a mirror effect pen, and you kind of draw the silver on there. You just, I painted the hilt, the scabbard, all that stuff, and you chrome that sword. There you go, you can see. And that completes the piece. That gives him, I did chrome the buckles and bits on the belt and the chains. He's got one more chain, actually, that has to be added when he's built, and that goes right here. It holds the cape on. So that's actually the look. You'd have this chain across his chest, which is a little more dramatic. And that's it. That's the piece. So I hope you like the work I did today on Alucard. Hit like, subscribe, comment as always. Feel free, say what you want. And hope you like it. We got something cool coming next time. Don't know if I'm going back to sharks again, but remember, next year's the anniversary of Jaws, not this year. So heaven help us, we may not be through with that. But for now, it's vampires and Alucard. And so come back to see me, and we'll see what else we can get into. Thank you, and take care.